At first, roll your shoulders down and back. Anchor your shoulder blades flat on your spine and release your hands onto your knees or onto your thighs. Take a moment to close your eyes and establish here and now. Forget about the past and forget about the future. All that is important right now is that you are here on your yoga mat, second by second, step by step. Use your breath-ins to lengthen you, rib cage up, heart up, crown of the head up. Use your breathe out to tune your tummy, lower belly in and up. Breathe in, refresh the energy, lift your heart even higher. Breathe out as though you are vacuuming the content of your belly. Breathe in, tasty, satisfying breath. It's like you are drinking a water. And breathe out, empty the glass of water starting from the top, rib cage, lungs, and the belly at the end. Breathe in, feel in the belly, lungs, chest. And as you breathe out completely. Find engagement at the lower two locks, your root lock, pelvic floor, and your tummy lock above your navel. Take about 3 more breaths. And find your rhythm. Maybe you would like to count for yourself a 4 counts in and the 4 counts out. So you can breathe equally in and equally length out. Then open your eyes, reach your arms all the way up, lengthen. Exhale, tilt your body to the left, right fingers low, left arm over the head. Side body stretch. Keep both sitting bones rooted to the mat, but if it feels free, you can bend the right elbow a little bit more. Breathe into the right side body, to the left side. And then climb up. Take your right fingers onto the left knee, left fingers behind you and twist. Look behind the left shoulder. Imagine that you are balancing something on your breastbones. Chest is lifted, crown of the head above your trunk. Exhale fully. Now keep your right palm on the left knee. Look forward and sway your left hand onto the right knee, crossing the arms. Drop the head down. Breathe to the back of your ribs. Head is heavy. Breathe in. Reach your fingers all the way up. Lengthen. And let's switch direction. Left fingers to the left. Right arm over the head. Side body stretch. Relax your jaw, relax your face. Climb up, send right fingers behind you, left fingers onto the right knee, twist, look behind you. Stay there for about 3 breaths. Keep your left hand on the knee, look forward, drift your right fingers onto the left knee, release your head down, breathe to the back of your ribs. Exhale fully. One more time, this time dancing with the breath. Breathe in, both arms up, lengthen. Breathe out, tilt your body to the side, stretch the side body. Breathe in, come back up and twist to the left. Right fingers on the left knee, look behind you. Breathe in, left hand to the right knee, cross your arms. Breathe out, round the spine, empty. Breathe in, both arms up. Breathe out, tilt your body to the left. Breathe in, come all the way up. Breathe out, twist to the right. Look behind the right shoulder. Breathe in, take the right arm across the left and round the spine. Exhale fully. Inhale, both arms up, lengthen the arms, volcano, Urdhva Hastasana. And now widen the arms to the side. Open your palms towards the ceiling. Take your arms slightly more backward so that you can engage your shoulders. Shoulder blades are squeezed in. And start to make about 10 circles backward. Not too fast. Feel the strengthening behind the shoulders. Keep the strength in your core. Lower ribs in. 3, 2, 1. Both arms all the way up, lengthen. Exhale, release the hands down, straight your legs forward, hops. And now pivot your shins over to one side, kneel down on your heels. We will be counting 4 counts in, inhale, and 4 counts out. As you breathe in, interlace the fingers, flip your palms up and count. For 2, breathe in, 3, 4, exhale, push the hands forward, keep the fingers as they are, count for 4, round the spine, shin to chest, 4. And keep moving this way, breathe in, arms up, both arms up, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, round the spine, 2 more times, breathe in, 2, 3, 4, cinch your ribs down, breathe out, 2, 3, 4, one more time, breathe in, arms up, 2, 3, 4, breathe out, hands forward, round the spine, tuck the chin, 3, 4. Now release the hands down and walk your hands forward to all fours. Keep the right hand underneath your left shoulder, underneath your right shoulder. Breathe in, lift your left arm, open across the collarbones. Keep your hips leveled. Exhale, drop the left hand down and move to the cat pose, round the spine. Breathe in, open your right arm up, this time open to the right side body. Exhale, drop the right hand round the spine, engage the core. Breathe in, lift your left arm up, open the left side body, keep your hips leveled. And this time exhale, lengthen the left arm to the right side, drop the left side of your head down and stay in twist. It can be a mild twist, so you stay where you are. If you would like to deepen, send the right arm behind you and maybe even snuggle the right fingers to the left thigh. Find what feels good. Also here, try not to twist from your hips. Do it from the middle spine as much as possible. Slide the right hand in towards your face, push the ground away, restretch the left fingers up, left arm up, open across the chest. Exhale, left hand down, round the spine. Breathe in, lift your right arm up, open the right side. Exhale, drift your right arm over to the left, drop the right side of the head down. You can stay here, or you can wrap the left arm behind you. Find your breath. Ideally, if you can maintain the equally long breath, maybe count for 4 and exhale for 4. Drift your left fingers towards your face. Lift yourself up, right hand underneath your right shoulder. Breathing open to the cow pose. And this time exhale, extend your right toes back, right leg back. Put a bend into the right knee so you can turn on your hamstrings. Breathe in, one more cow, open. Exhale, round knee to nose, maybe even tap nose to knee. Breathe in, re-extend the right leg behind you. Exhale, step the right foot forward outside the right hand. So you can step to the right edge of the mat and start to rock with it. Inhale forward, drop the hips. Exhale backward, straight the right leg. Opening respectfully before we will start to move more dynamically. Keep rocking. And send the breath towards your right joints, ankle, toes, knee, hip. Next time you are forward, keep your right knee bent and maybe you can drop the hips a little bit lower, opening to the left psoas and left hip flexors. Squeeze the left side glutes and maintain length throughout the back line of your neck, sending the energy forward through the crown of the head. And now straight the right leg. Keep it as it is, gently to the right. Toes up. Send the right sitting bone back, lengthen the spine. We will open the legs little by little, so do not worry if the leg is not completely straight yet. Walk your hands forward, sway your right toes a little bit more to the outside, like 30 degrees, and step the left foot outside the left hand, lower down to Malasana Yogi Squat. Lengthen the spine, tuck the chin a little bit in, and try to balance equally with your feet. So equal weight between the toes and your heels. One more full breathe in. And as you breathe out, straight your legs, drift your fingers forward, parallel your feet, and take a ragdoll fold. Hold your elbows, sway gently right, sway gently left. Soften the back of the neck. Bend your right knee pretty deeply, belly on the thigh, and walk your fingers to the right. Stretch the left side body a lot. Keep breathing to the left side ribs. Left leg might be straight if you can. Walk your fingers to the left. Straight through the right arm, bend the left knee generously. And then if you need, you can bend the right knee as well, but if it's easy, straight the right leg. Point your right sitting bone back. And then walk back to the center. Inhale, hands to the shin bones. Exhale, hands to the waistline. Inhale all the way up. It's a gentle back bend, so squeeze between your seats. Drift your elbows back, heart up. Exhale, release your hands down. Find strong Tadasana, mountain pose. Eyes focus on one gaze. Strengthening from inside out, and Drishti will help you to stay strong and connected. Breathing both arms up, lengthen. Breathe out, fold down, keep lengthening and arc a little bit as you lower. Breathe in, halfway lift, hands on your shin bones. Breathe out, step your feet back and lower your knees down to the ground. Breathe in, open to the cow pose. Breathe out, round the spine to the cat. Let's do 3 push-ups in between. So walk the hands slightly forward, just a tiny bit. Drift your shoulders above your wrist. Hug your low ribs in. Keep the lower belly zipped in as well. Breathe in here. Breathe out. Point your elbows backward as you go for half chaturanga on your knees. Breathe in. Come back. All fours. Exhale. Repeat. Chaturanga. One more time. Inhale. Plank. Exhale, lower, chaturanga, elbows pointed backward. Inhale, up, splay your knees apart, toes in, and take a moment in child pose. Refine your breaths. As often as you remember to, come back to the mindful breathing and equally long breaths. Roll forward into all fours. This time, lengthen the left leg behind you, knees hip distance apart. Put a bend into the left knee. Breathe in, head to toes, open. Exhale, nose to knee, round the spine. Maybe you can use your core to tap the nose to the knee. Inhale, extend the left leg behind you. Exhale, step the left foot outside the left hand. Start to rock forward and back. We are introducing more and more fluid movements. Remember that the practice is your own practice, so I can give you cues, but always do what feels the best for you today. Next time you are forward, stay forward, squeeze the right side glutes, send the breath to the right side hip flexors, lengthen the back. Always trying to lengthen equally the front of your ribs and the back of your ribs, so every breath in is a chance to decompress your spine. Straight your left leg, maybe walk your fingers slightly backward, point your toes up and back. The practice is breath guided, breath focused. Keep the breath in center of whatever you do. Bend the left knees, play your left toes to the outside a little bit more and step the right foot outside the right hand. Come back to Malasana. Maybe this time you can reach your arms up. If it's not possible, keep the hands in front of you. You can even lift your heels if this is too much for your dorsiflexion. This is the flexion in your ankle. Straight your spine as much as you can. Chest proudly lifted. Inhale, fully lengthen even more. Exhale, drop the fingers forward, lengthen the legs, point the toes forward, ragdoll, fold again. Hold your opposite elbows and sway gently right and left. Soften the neck, make your head heavy. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on your shin bones. Exhale, hands to the waistline. Inhale, climb all the way up, point your elbows back, squeeze between the seats, lift your heart up. Exhale, lower the arms, feet hip distance apart, Surya Namaskara A. Breathe in, arms all the way up, lengthen. Exhale, spread the arms there to keep a back bend sensation as you lower. Inhale, halfway lift pose. Exhale, step back. Lower your knees again down and we will lower all the way onto the belly. Point your elbows backward, strong body. Breathe in, lift your heart up and pause here for a moment to lift the hands up. Squeeze the glutes. The legs are parallel, but there is energy between your legs. So they don't move, but imagine you are squeezing the legs towards each other. Lengthen the back of the neck. One more full inhale, lift a bit higher. Exhale, drop the hands down and move via knees to downward facing dog. Stay for about 5 breaths. Try to move your shoulders slightly towards your ears to have a push action when you do downward dog. Long arms, long torso, long side body. Heels are lifted. Take as many steps as you need to get forward, or you can make one big step or jump. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, upward hands. Exhale, hands through the heart. Let's start to create a sequence. Breathe in, stay here. Breathe out, step your left foot back and spread your legs. So ideally you are pointed toward my direction. Let's open the toes to the outside. Bend your knees, take the hands onto your thighs. On breathing, sweep your left arm over the head. Breathe out and breathing, come up through the volcano arms. Breathe out, lean to the other side. And we will be moving like this with breath. So breathing both arms up. Exhale, right forearm on the right thigh. Breathing up, keep squeezing between your feet so that you can engage the legs even more. Strengthening from inside out. Follow your breath. We have about 4 more repetitions. Try to stay strong. I know this is tough sometimes, but make your breath louder than your thoughts. Only 2 more to go. Last one. And full permission when you are ready to straighten your legs, straighten your arms, make your feet parallel, drift your hands onto the waistline, inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold slowly down. Engage the front of your legs, drop your fingers down. At first, make yourself feel familiar in this fold. Maybe sway your hips gently right and left. Engage the fronts of your legs, front thighs, kneecaps, toes. And then walk your hands forward. Imagine that you are making downward dog with your upper body and your arms. Don't move your hips a bit and send your right fingers to the left ankle. If you cannot grip your ankle, take it higher, maybe towards your shin or thigh. Look underneath the left armpit. Maintain long breaths. And then take the right hand forward, switch left hand onto the right ankle, shin or thigh, wherever it's comfortable. And twist, look underneath the right armpit, press down through the toes, lift the sitting bones even higher. If this is difficult, you are always allowed to bend your knees. And then come back to the center, walk your hands forward and step to downward facing dog. Right foot goes back. Breathe in, lift your right leg high up, three-legged dog. Breathe out, step the right foot forward between your hands, drop the left knee down, low lunge. Lock your thumbs, lift your arms up. Squeeze the left side glutes. Take one more cycle of breath. Press your right heel down and back. Breathe in. And now tuck the left toes under, lift your left knee, drop the left heel, interlace your fingers and find your way to humble warrior. One swift motion. Square your hips, drop the head. Take one full cycle of breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, lift for peaceful warrior. Keep the legs as they are, squeeze the feet towards each other. Drift your right arm over the head for peaceful warrior. Like promised, you can use your option. First option is a natural peaceful warrior, normal one, or core supported with left arm in front of your chest. Lengthening the left fingers to the right. 2 more cycles of breaths. Take your right forearm onto the right thigh and drift your left arm over the head. And this is easy option for side angle pose. Stack your right hip under the left. Make connection with all long lines in your body. Create strength there. Lift yourself up to warrior two. Keep those legs there to stay strong. It's only 3 more long breaths. Hip stays open. Chest stays open. 1 more cycle. And eventually straight your right leg, heel toe your left foot a little bit. And now we will move to triangle, but I dare you to keep the right fingers barely touching the surface. So if you usually touch your shin, take the hand in front of the shin and keep it floating in the air. If you normally touch the ground, keep it a little bit above the ground. This way you are not collapsing onto your hand, but using your core to support. Long lines across the body, a long neck. And let's clear it out with vinyasa, moving through warrior two. Inhale, just to circle your arms down, exhale. Inhale, high plank, but listen up. We will drop the knees down and we will lower all the way down onto the belly, strengthening here as well. As you inhale, lengthen the arms forward. Exhale. Inhale again. Lift your arms, lift your legs. Lift everything you can. The chest, the thighs. Exhale, bend your elbows backward, cactus the arms. Drop the hands close to your breastbones. Inhale, cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, rise your left leg high up, three-legged dog, squeeze the left side glutes. Exhale, step the left foot forward between your hands, drop your right knee down. Lock the thumbs, lift your arms up. Squeeze your butt cheeks. Take one more cycle of breath to get longer across the spine. And let's move to humble warrior from here. So tuck the right toes under, lift the right knee, ground your right heel down, interlace the fingers behind you. Drop the neck, press down through the right heel. Refind your strong breaths. Next time you breathe in, peaceful warrior, circle your arms up and around. Left arm over the head. You are perfectly fine staying here, or lengthen the right arm in front of your chest. Core supported Shanti Virabhadrasana. Stretch the left side body. Left forearm on the left thigh. Stretch the right arm over the head. Right shoulder closer to the right ear, but left shoulder away from the left ear. Make sure you are not squeezed in the left side neck. Make it long. Try not to sneak your left butt, left hip back. Rather tuck it under the right. Keep these open hips as you move into warrior two, only 3 cycles of breaths. Remain strong. Make your breath louder. Then straight your left leg, heel toe your right foot just a little bit. Exhale, take your left arm down. Do not touch anything. And try to keep the left hand floating in the air. But if it's too much, you can always touch the shin or block. As you breathe out, empty the belly so much that you can get to fire the core, engage the tummy. Moving through vinyasa, so climb up into warrior two. Exhale, circle your arms down and around. Step back for high plank and again lower down onto your belly, maybe this time through chaturanga full way. Inhale, arms forward. Exhale, drop your forehead down. Inhale, lift everything you can, the arms, the legs, chest and thighs. Exhale, point your elbows backward, lift a little bit higher. Exhale, drop the hands. Inhale, maybe higher cobra or upward dog this time if you wish. Exhale to downward facing dog. Walk your hands halfway back. Strengthening here. If this will be difficult, you can always make the distance between your hands and feet shorter. We will move with the breath. Breathe in, right hand to the left ankle. Exhale, right hand forward. Inhale, left hand to the right ankle. Exhale, left hand forward. Keep moving like this. Inhale, twist. Exhale, forward. Find your breath, your rhythm. And about 10 more seconds with these movements. So keep changing the hands. And when you are finished, walk your hands forward, high plank. And we will do a little bit strengthening between the next sequence. Stay in high plank. If it will be too much, you can lower your knees down. Try not to move your hips and then lower your right forearm down, followed by the left forearm. Straight your right elbow, right arm, left arm. Bend your left elbow, left forearm down, right forearm down. Straight the left arm, straight the right arm. 10 more seconds of that. Bend the right elbow, left elbow. Straight the right arm, straight the left arm. Bend the left elbow, followed by the right. Straight the left, straight the right. One last time. I know it's tough, but you can always lower it onto your knees. After last one, take downward facing dog. Maybe side out if you wish. Inhale, lift your right leg high up. Exhale, step the right foot forward between your hands, drop your left knee down. Inhale, lock the thumbs, so it starts similar. Take one cycle of breath here, maybe lower your hips a little bit more. But this time we will step into standing split. Circle the arms forward, tuck the left toes and hop the left foot up. The way it suits you, it can be halfway up, it can be higher if you wish to. Take your time. As always, right knee can bend, but try to stay straight through the left knee. Now walk your left fingers underneath your left shoulder. Keep the left leg straight and hips level and lift your right arm up. Reversed half moon. Twist to the right. Stay strong in the lower belly as though you are zipping two tight pairs of jeans. You zip the lower belly in and up. Look down, take the right fingers underneath the right shoulder, open your half moon. Always, always use a block, touch a wall or a couch if this is too much. And as promised, there will be option to make it core work. Take your left knee in towards your chest if it makes sense for you today. If it does, maybe you can extend the left leg to the outside, staying for 6, 5. Keep the left foot on the same level as your left hip. 2, 1. Bravo. Come back into half moon. Step the left foot all the way back. And now either you can come back to Trikonasana side angle pose the way we did before, easier option, or you can take right fingers outside the right foot, straightening the left arm across the head. Breathe into the left side body. Tuck the right hip under the left. Notice where you tend to hold tension. Maybe you can release your face a little bit more. And let's lift up for peaceful warrior again. This time immediately take your left arm in front of you and sway your right palm behind the head. Lean back. Open across the front body. Now keep those arms, straight your right leg. Take the left arm to the side and lower to core supported Trikonasana again. Keep the right palm behind the head, lower the right elbow down, left arm to the sky. So again, if this is too much, you can drop the right hand down for support, or you can keep the hand behind the head. Maybe you can wrap the left arm behind your back. Keep your shoulder blades flat on your spine, elbows pointed back. Breathe in, climb all the way up. Keep those hands parallel your feet. You don't need to take the fingers towards each other. If they don't meet, that's okay too. But keep the strength in your arms. Point the forearms and elbows backward. Make sure that your shoulder blade stays flat on your scapula, and then we will lower down. Doesn't matter if the fingers meet. The strength behind the pose is important. So sometimes we go for a big flexibility, but we are losing the strength. So even reaching towards the fingers, but keeping the elbows pointed backward, forearms pointed backward gives you more strengthening. And then release your hands down, walk your hands forward, and step through vinyasa, right foot back. Inhale. Exhale, lower down any vinyasa of your choice. It can be cat and cow if you prefer. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the left foot forward between your hands, drop your right knee down. Inhale, lock the thumbs, lift up. Always look for lengthening. To standing split we go. Take your fingers forward, tuck the right toes under and hop the right leg up. Doesn't need to be super high, halfway is completely fine. Some of you might feel the need to lift it higher, and that's okay too. So take it where it wants to be. Make your practice your own. Take the right hand underneath the right shoulder, square your hips, keep the right leg long, and then take the left arm up, twist your half moon. Perfect. Yes, everybody. And we will simply switch to open half moon. Left fingers underneath the left shoulder. Open your right hip up. Take your right arm up. Remember, you can stay here or pull the right knee towards your chest. Maybe stay here or extend the right leg out to the right side. Stay for 6, 5. Fire your glute medius. You can feel it probably right now. 2, 1. Extend to half moon, right leg behind you. Take your time. Lower your right foot down and lower your fingers either outside the left foot or forearm or thigh as you stretch the right arm over the head. Keep on breathing. Let's come back for peaceful warrior. This time immediately drift your right arm across your chest. Left hand behind the head, lean back. Open the upper body. Send some blissful feelings into your face as you release. Now straight your left leg. Keep your left hand behind the head and move into Trikonasana. Left elbow down. Just enough to make your upper body parallel to the ground. Right arm up. Or if you wish, you can snuggle the right arm behind you. Exactly. I see you. Engage your kneecaps. Some of you are collapsed in the knees, so lift the kneecaps up. Stay strong in your legs. Keep those arms. Lift yourself up. Parallel your feet. Point your elbows back. Keep your shoulder blades flat. Exhale, lower down. Fold down. Point the elbows more backward, forearms backward. Squeeze the blades in towards each other. Maybe it's less impressive, but it's making the body stronger. So it's worth it. And then take the hands down. Walk your hands to the left. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, lower through vinyasa. Inhale, urdhva. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Step your feet to the middle of the mat and walk your hands towards your feet. Step your feet a little bit wider. And you can practice either Malasana again or your crow pose if you rather. So that will be, I think, the last strengthening, or we will do a little bit more of core work, but this will be lying down. So let's try our crow pose. If you have sensitive wrist, by all means, try to use your fingers or settle a block underneath your forehead so that you can use 3 points of support. Hands forward. You can try to take your shins to the triceps. Maybe the forehead will go onto the block. Or maybe you don't need it. Maybe you can take your knees underneath your armpits, go for your practice, or stay in Malasana if you prefer. Use your fingers to not collapse onto your wrist. And then either step it or jump it back if you have a jump in your practice. Take the hands forward, feet back. Exhale, lower through vinyasa. Inhale, open up, squeeze the glutes, keep energy between your thighs. Exhale to downward facing dog. Walk your feet forward towards your hands. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, fold down, nose to knees. Inhale, rise all the way up, arms up, palms touch. Exhale, hands through the heart. This sequence will be more stretchy and we will end up with a little bit of core at the end. Bend your knees a little bit. Cross your left thigh over the right once or twice for eagle. Left arm underneath the right. Find your eagle pose. Remember, it's always okay if you cross just once. Take your eagle slightly lower. Push the hands away from your chin. Unravel the arms, unravel the legs, and step all the way back. Left foot back, left knee down to the ground. Keep the left hand on the ground, look behind the right shoulder, bend your left knee and hold the left foot. Pull the left heel in closer. If you are very warmed up, you can always move to the forearm, to the left forearm. But no rush. Take it where it wants to be. Squeeze the left side glutes. I know it's easy to stay lazy on your butt cheeks, but it's super helpful if you do squeeze the butt cheek. Let go of the left foot, but try not to shoot to the ground. Do it gently and straight the right leg again. Coming back to halfway split, but this time we are more square. Toes in. Exhale, fold down towards the leg. Maybe shake your head or maybe do a half circles. Bend your right knee, step your right foot back. Inhale, high plank or stay on your knees. Exhale, clear it out with vinyasa. Inhale, open the front body, squeeze the butt cheeks. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, step or jump forward between your hands. Lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Press the toes down, lift the heart. Exhale, hands through the heart. Let's stay in motion. Slightly bend your knees. Right thigh over the left. Bend the left knee. Right arm under the left. If you cannot connect the inner palms, connect the back of the palms. Engage the core. Allow the legs to work. Slowly lowering the butt lower down. And then sway your hands more forward, away from your face. Unravel your arms, unravel the legs, and step the right foot all the way back. Drop your right knee down, keep your right hand on the floor, bend your right knee and pull the right heel in. Of course, if you cannot hold it, you can always try this trick, taking the right hand higher onto the block, and this is making it much more easier to hold. But if you still have problem with touching, just keep reaching. You can soften the space underneath your right knee with a pillow. Maybe dropping the forearm down. And then release your right foot down, straight your left leg, point your left toes up. Take a moment. The hamstring will open for us. We just need to give them chance and put our body into this position from time to time. Bend your left knee, hands forward and down. Step the left foot back. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, lower down. Bend the elbows backward. Inhale, squeeze the blades towards each other. Press the fingers down. Exhale to downward facing dog. And now step or hop forward and sit down. Bend the knees, take your butt cheeks down to the ground. Let's lie all the way down. Push your knees and thighs towards your chest, lengthen the arms forward. As you breathe out, squeeze your nose towards your knees, bring your knees in closer, thighs closer, compress. As you breathe in, drop the foot a little bit lower, drop the head down. Exhale, squeeze everything in, connect to strong core, and then inhale, release. Repeat about 5 more times. Exhale, squeeze, contract, inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze everything in. Inhale, release. Exhale, the most of the power. Inhale, release. And the last one, try to squeeze like crazy. Inhale, release the head. Now take your arms behind you and picture yourself going upside down. Even if you won't go upside down, you can picture always that you are doing a dolphin pose. So you can create the hands of headstand, fingers interlace, elbows, shoulders width apart. You can create a forearm stand or headstand, whatever you would like to do. And then squeeze your knees in, feel the connection to strong core. And this is what you are looking for when you are upside down. So you need to engage the lower ribs down and in, thighs in. You fire your hip flexors, you squeeze everything in, and then release and let go. And let's try to do it upside down. So roll to one side and lift yourself up. It's super okay to go to dolphin and just try to squeeze one knee in. I will show you what I mean. Going into dolphin and taking one knee in, compressing and squeezing like we did before. If you feel like going into headstand, go ahead. Maybe forearm stand, some of you. Or if you like to headstand, you can do it close to the wall and still keep the knees bent and squeeze them in towards your belly. Whatever you like, go ahead. It can be dolphin, so don't stress out, but try to compress, knee in, squeezing the thigh. Finding the same squeeze you did when you were lying down and then switching. And when you feel tired, release. Or taking the headstand. Wherever you are, take about 5 breaths. And if you are done, take a child pose. So we will meet in child pose and then we will slow down our practice. Take your time, take your time. And when you are ready, if you are ready, lower to child pose. So that we can finish together with final stretches. Breathe in, lift yourself up. Shoot your sitting bones over to one side, shins to the other side, and then straight your legs. Bend into the left knee, keep your right leg straight. Breathe in, fingers up, lengthen up. Exhale, fold down towards the right leg. Those are the final stretches, so do not rush. Make your breath slower as though you are making a meditation. Soften the back of the neck, your jaw, your eyebrows. Lift yourself up. Lift your arms up, lengthen. Inhale, refresh. Exhale, step the left fingers outside the left thigh. Open up, micro wild thing. Squeeze your butt cheeks, lengthen the tailbone. Find support at your core. Open and lengthen as you back bend. Use your core to keep the legs as they are, but drift your torso up. So lift your chest up, lift your arms up, gate pose. Take the right fingers down, left arm over the head. Stretch the left side body. And then lower down the way you came in. Left hand down, right arm over the head. And then lower your seats down. Let's switch legs. Straight the left leg. Bend your right knee. Open your right knee to the outside. Lengthen both sides of your body, right and left. Exhale, fall down towards the left leg. Make your right side of the rib cage super heavy. So yes, you are folding, but there is also a gentle twist to the left. Right side of the body, heavy. Lift yourself up. Use inhale to lift the arms up, lengthen. Exhale, right hand behind you. Press the ground away. Lift your seats up, open. Wild thing. Press down through the fingers. Learn to use your fingers. Emphasize them as much as you can. Open to your maximum. Make your heart free. Use your strong core to lift yourself up. Keep the legs as they are, but you can point the left toes up, left hand down to the left shin, right arm over the head. Few more breaths here. And then lower down the way you came in, right hand down, sit it down, back into Janu Shirshasana. We will finish on our belly and then move to Shavasana. So take the legs crossed forward in front of you and roll forward, hands forward, lower all the way down onto your belly. There will be 2 back bends, but if it is somehow too much for you, always try to go not to your pain limits. So pause a little bit before the pain arises. Roll onto one side, doesn't matter which, so that you can see me, and bend your knees a little bit, just a little bit to feel the support. And at first we will open the front of the top leg. So bring your top leg in towards your top hand from the outside and pull your heel in. So it's not going all the way into arch yet. Lengthen the tail, squeeze your top sides glutes so that you can feel the opening at your quads, quadricep. Now, if this feels okay, drift your palm to the inside of the foot and now kick it back. Is it possible? It should be quite okay. If you would like to make it a bigger motion, roll yourself onto the belly and then lift everything you can. Right arm, right leg, or I mean the leg that is not holding, because you can have the other, and then kick the foot back. If this is too much, stay on your side. Lift one more breathing, everything, squeeze the glutes, lengthen the tail, and then release. Release your forehead down, sway your hips right and left. Switching sides, so roll over to the other side. And at first, bend your knees gently, keep your ribs cinched in and pull your right heel in towards your right side butt cheek. Point your right knee back, lengthen the tailbone. Stretch the front of the right leg. If it feels good, drift your right fingers to the inside from a big toe side and kick the foot away. You can stay perfectly here, especially if you find that it's hard to activate the glutes for you and your lower spine is taking over part of the job that the glutes supposed to do. Or if it's fine, lower onto your belly, stretch the front arm forward, keep holding your foot and then lift everything up. Keep kicking the foot back. Squeeze between the sitting bones, glutes, lift the heart even higher. One more breathing and then release all the way down. Good job. Take the forehead down, sway the hips right and left. Finishing with the final back bend. Breathe in, take a look forward, take a sphinx, arms in front of you. Two options. If the bow pose will be too much, you can always bend one knee on the time, keep the one forearm in front of you and just hold one foot, try to kick it higher up, maybe. Or you can just keep it down. If this feels quite okay for you, maybe you can hold both feet, magnetize between your thighs, squeeze the glutes, squeeze between the sitting bones, engage your core, and maybe you can lift it higher up. Some of you might even feel nice to roll forward and back. If you'd like to go a bit crazy, maybe side to side, but only if it feels good. Do your best. We are here only 5 more seconds, wherever you are. Maybe at center, maybe on sides. And eventually we will release into final twist. So hands forward. Relax the forehead down. Take a full cycle of breath. Release whatever you may feel that is stressed. And drift one knee up. Doesn't matter which side. We will always switch to the other. Knee towards the elbow. Take the opposite hand to the knee. And then drift the top arm to the side so you can twist. So again, if this was tricky, you just slide your knee to elbow, you take the opposite arm underneath your armpit, and then you twist to the side. It should be a very intense twist after many back bends, so it's supposed to feel good. Switch sides, come back through center. Switch. So the other knee up towards the elbow, the opposite arm to the knee, and then you twist. Keep the top knee, the bent knee heavy. And the arm that extends out is also heavy. Doesn't matter if you touch the ground or not. And let's finish in Shavasana. So simply crawl yourself to the spine, towards your back. Shimmy your body to the mat if you are out the mat. And splay your feet out. By all means, grab a blanket, socks, anything you need to make it feel comfortable and warm. And I will hold you for a moment here to pause at the end. So this is where we build the muscles memory and the strength of our practice, in the ease and in the relaxation at the end. Dropping the content of the brain, listening to the heart. There is not so much for you to do here. Let go of overthinking. You don't really need it right now. Enjoy the state of being. And before we will drift into the silence and stillness, let's share a sentence, a mantra for today. It has been said that the highest form of prayer is giving thanks. Instead of praying for different circumstances, give thanks for what you have. It's been said that the highest form of prayer is giving thanks. So instead of praying for different circumstances, give thanks for what you have. Make sure you soften your face, shoulders, your limbs. Stay relaxed as you observe your body and your breath. I will hold you here for about 4 more minutes, and then I will wake us up. There is one last minute. How aware can you be? How joyful across the body? At the same time aware of your thoughts if they come, and rooted in your being, something that is behind your thoughts, that allow the thoughts to arise like a background for everything that happens. Slowly, when you are ready, if you are ready, start to wake up, moving fingers and toes, rocking the head from side to side, making bigger movements. By all means, take your time, stretch it out so that every movement, every second you spend on your yoga mat is full of awareness. And when you are ready, move to seated position. Connecting one hand on the chest and the other hand on the first hand. Bowing the chin gently down. Finishing with mantra and Om. It has been said that the highest form of prayer is giving thanks. So instead of praying for different circumstances, give thanks for what you have. If you wish, join me with sound of Om, taking full breath in. Connect the hands. Namaste. Thank you very much. And congratulations for all of you, because it was tough today and we made it. So hopefully you have amazing evening right now.